Hi, welcome to my card and a cuppa for Wednesday the 6th of August, I think we're up to. The 6th of August 2025. My name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, so welcome. Today we're going to do a sketch card. I've been playing around with some sketches. I like to try and do I don't know, more simpler cards on a Wednesday, if I can. Hi, Kerry. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Felicity. Felicity, I just saw your lovely email of an online order. Thank you so much. I will put together a little mystery box for you and post that out to you. I might not post it out till the end of the month because I do want to get some more things to put in it. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Jenna Marie. Thanks for hopping on, everyone. I really appreciate that. It's always lovely when I check my emails and I see an online order notification. I do a little happy dance. So thank you, Felicity, much appreciated. So you will go into my Make and Create for next month, and you will also, hi Margaret, you will also get a mystery box for my 17-year anniversary week that I'm offering that too. So in the mystery, you love placing orders. Yeah, I think we all are guilty of that, Felicity. I placed a fairly, actually it was quite controlled, my pre-order yesterday. I was very controlled. I was very methodical and very thoughtful and trying to be clever as to how I ordered. So, but it still turned out to be quite a big order. Anyway, yeah, so with the mystery box, if you place an order over $100 with me, I had it running from the 1st of August to the 8th of August, so there's a couple more days left. That was to celebrate my 17 years with Stampin' Up. You get a mystery box of Stampin' Up goodies from me. Now, some of the goodies in the box will be retired, but the colours, if it's ribbon or embellishments, the colours won't be retired, so you can still use them. It's just that they're not available for sale anymore. And there'll be some new things in there too. So that's what I'm offering until the 8th of August if you place an order over $100 with me. So thank you. So yeah, so hi Elizabeth, hi Nicole, hi Marilyn. I think I've said hi to everybody. Thank you for jumping on, I really appreciate it. So yeah, Wednesday I try and keep it a little bit more simpler, the card styles, just so that I don't scare off beginners, because we don't want to scare people away. So I normally try to do a sketch or something like that. So before we go down to the craft desk, there is an in-colour sale going on from yesterday till the end of August, and it's the 2025-2027 in-colours. So it's Darling Duckling, Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, Summer Splash and Shy Shamrock. No, that's not correct whatsoever. It's they're out of order on my shelf here. It's Darling Duckling, Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, Secret Sea and Cloud Cover. Goodness. So it's the new in colours that came in May. There's an in colour sale, 15%. Just the ink pads, the cardstock, the papers, the blends or the Stampin' Right markers. It's anything that has an in colour in it. So for example, the Beautiful Gallery Designer Series paper has cloud cover in it. So that is 15% off. The Kintsugi Inspirations Designer Series paper, I think it's got Secret Sea and cloud cover in it, so that's 15% off. There are also scrapbooking kits with those in colours in it that are 15% off. Thanks, ladies. Hi, Joan. What else did I see the other day? Something. One of the new kits that became available yesterday. I can't remember which one it is, but it's got in colours in it. So it's it's brand new, released yesterday, and it's 15% off. So it's good to go online, have a look at the online exclusives, but also have a look at, I think it's titled Specials, or something like that. Have a look in there because you'll find lots of things discounted. Now, the other thing that also happened yesterday was the last chance product list was updated again. So there is a lot of things on the last chance product list that have gone over there. So they're there until they sell out, and some things are very heavily discounted. Now, a couple of things I noticed when I made up my my sample card the mini corrugated embossing folder, 3D embossing folder, which hasn't been around very long, is on the last chance product list, and it's discounted. It's not discounted by much. It's down to $17.32, so that's worth having a look at. The Marbled Elegance Specialty Designer Series paper. This one with the gold foiling in it. It was released with a Valentine's Day bundle. It's in the last chance product list, and specialty paper, and it's discounted down to $23.20. So there's heaps of things in there. There was a stamp set that came out last year, I think, called Humble Home, or it's the one with the little house, and it had the house punch. Felicity, you made me the most gorgeous Christmas banner with the Humble Home. The washi tape, yes, this washi tape is 15% off because there's in colours in the washi tape. So who'd have thought? Yeah, the Humble Home stamp set, not with the punch, but the stamp set alone is down to $10. Bargain. So have a look at the last chance product list. Well worth just scrolling. You know, if you happen to add to cart, it happens. But just remember, anything on the last chance product list is only there while it lasts. Once it's gone, it's gone. There's also some last year or this year's celebration products on the last chance product list. They're selling them off, reduced, because celebration is no longer. We're not going to have celebration anymore in January. They've gone to a new model of something called Product of the Month, and that's going to be starting, I think, in December. So that's something new for all of us, so that'll be fun. So let's go down to the craft desk and we can get started. Yeah, I like your comment, Marilyn, that washi tape's discounted and it's still in stock. That's the thing, isn't it, with that washi tape? Okay, so we're going to do a sketch, and I drew it up because I couldn't find how to print it out. So bear with me with my terrible drawing. So that's just the sketch, and I just love sketches because you can have a look at it and then you can go rogue, and there's nothing like going rogue. So I've got this, like this outer layer is my card base, then there's a matting piece, then there's another matting piece. I've got 3 strips of designer series paper, and they're any width, so that's a great way of using up scraps. Any width and any length, whatever you've got in your scrap pile. And then 2 circles, and you can use circle dies or circle punches. So I'll bring that up closer so you can have a look at my beautiful graphic, hand drawn with a ruler and freehand. So that's the sketch we're going to have a look at. Now I wanted to show you what I did with this on my sample card. I got the corrugated embossing folder out, and I used that on Petal Pink. I got my Marbled Elegance Designer Series paper and got some scraps of that out. Just cut up some strips, made them, I didn't even measure them, I just chopped them so that they were all uneven lengths. And instead of the circles, I've done 2 of the jars from the Jar of Joy bundle that's in the online exclusive. Now I do, my little gingerbread men are a little bit, I don't know, I need to re-ink Pecan Pie by the looks of it. They're a bit spotty. So I do need to go and re-ink my Pecan Pie ink pad because he looks a little bit spotty, but that's okay. Maybe the flour didn't blend right through the mixture and that's why he looks a bit spotty, perhaps. And I've just punched the lid out with the gold foil, and this is a retired Christmas sentiment. It was from a stamp set called Itty Bitty Christmas Greetings, I think that's what it was called. And I've kept that one because they're really itty bitty, as you can see, and it's just fantastic to have that set handy if you just want a simple little sentiment. I've kept that one. But one of the things I did put in my pre-order is a really nice hello Linda Dolke. I just watched you, now you're watching me. Maybe he's got chocolate chips. Yeah, white chocolate chips perhaps. I need to re-ink Pecan Pie. Definitely need to re-ink it. What was I saying? I can't remember. It's completely gone. Can someone remind me? Oh, I know. One of the things I did put in my pre-order is a really nice sentiment bundle. I always love a good Christmas sentiment stamp set, and this one comes with dies, so I got the bundle. So that's one of the things I did put in my pre-order. So that was my sample card using my beautiful freehand sketch. But we're going to go to, where is it? I should have got this out earlier, but I did not. Where is my catalogue? Here it is. We're going to go to a suite I got at On Stage, or I got the Stamps and Dies, the Turtley Cute Suite collection in the annual catalogue. Don't be sorry. Page 49. And we're going to use some of the paper. We've got the embossing folder, and I've got some two-tone cardstock. I've got the beautiful ribbon. I've pulled that out. Oh, there's these beautiful gems too, so I'll need to pull those out. And we're going to follow this sketch. And I just wanted to show you how you can follow a sketch. So these are obviously not circles, but I followed the sketch. You can just follow the sketch, or you can go rogue. I'm going to try and not go rogue on my card today. So we've got a card base, cut at 10.5 centimeters, scored, so it's a 10 fold card, so it's half a piece of A4 cardstock, cut at 10.5, scored at 14.8 or 14.9. It's a 10 fold card. I quite like these cards, this style of card. Some of the ladies in my class don't like a 10th fold card. They don't like it. I'll tell you why they don't like it. They don't like it because they think it doesn't stand up properly. It don't go like that. But, you know, I like them. Okay, I've got a piece of Granny Apple Green, which is going to be my first matting piece. I'll bring this down. Hang on. My first matting piece. And it's 10 centimeters by 14.3, 14.4. I've got another piece of two-tone cardstock. So can you see if I sort of, this is Garden Green. Oh, it's better to get myself another piece. That would probably be a better idea than trying to bend it over. This is the two-tone cardstock. So this is Garden Green, and this is the lighter shade. So you can see. So it's really good, and we're going to run it through the Turtle Textures embossing folder, and we're going to sand it back. So there's a couple of little techniques going on here today. And I've got some strips of the Designer Series paper. As I said, just offcuts, just scraps. I've just grabbed anything that's going to work. I've got a piece I can stamp on, and I've got two circles. See, I'm going to not go rogue. I'm going to try and be good. So let's do some stamping. Then we can bring the die cut machine in, and I can emboss this piece of cardstock and die cut what we've stamped. So let's do that. I shall put those on my stamp. No, I won't, because I will lose them. I will put them over here. Okay, and here's our little rogue card that I kind of went rogue on. Okay, let's just grab. Now, I thought I could stamp this guy. He's going to stamp like so. And this one is actually a balloon, but it also doubles as a banjo. So this stamps like a balloon, but it's also, if you turn it up around this way and you put this piece on top, it becomes a banjo. So he can be playing a banjo. It's a really cute stamp set, really is. I thought we could stamp him, and he could be holding a balloon on that first circle with the balloon going up into the second circle. That's my thought process. Let's see if it works out. Sometimes it doesn't work out. So I'm going to bring in my black memento. Now you all know that I've bought an uninked crafting pad.
white ink pad, and I've inked it up with black Memento ink because I do prefer the foam ink pads rather than the felt, and I could never get a good image with the black Memento ink pad, but I can now. So that's what I have done. So that's my little turtle happening. Oh, look, I've picked up my balloon at the same time, so I'll just pick up my balloon and I'll stamp him too. Oh, I think I'm going to have to colour him in. I am. I'm going to have to colour my turtle in too. Honestly. So that's the stamping done, so I shall put my stamps back away. And the other thing I noticed that's in the last chance product list is Spotlight on Nature. The stamp set. The dies aren't, but the stamp set is. So if you really like that stamp set, might be worthwhile having a little look at the last chance list. Okay, I'm moving all this over. I'm going to grab my dies. Got my embossing folder. Where are we? Here we go. Let's just pick, because I can't pick him up. It's stuck too hard. Okay, now I cut before I colour because I don't want to spend all that time colouring in and then die cut it out and find I've die cut it all crooked. So minutes are precious at my age and I don't want to have to recolour. So let's just make sure we don't lose any dies. Okay, let's bring in our cut emboss machine. I'll just grab it. Okay, and let's do the die cutting first. So let's pop that onto our platform. Now I've got to just make sure I've got the balloon lined up so that the string is in the middle of this die, because sometimes I don't get that lined up and it makes me cross, and I don't want to be cross today. So that's that. And little turtle over here. Does he have a name? Does anybody want to give him a name? I haven't played with him for a while, and I'm not going to use the name I was using when I first started playing with him, because that was a politician's name. So I'm not going to go back there. And it was an Australian politician too. So that's our little turtle, and he's die cut beautifully. And look how his little arm die cuts, which is really good because you can put his banjo in there, or you can put the balloon in there, or there's many other things that you can put in his little arm. I think that's really cool. And here's our balloon, or a banjo if you want. But we're going to have a balloon today. So let's get rid of that. Back through, get rid of those two plates and get our 3D plate. Grab our turtle textures embossing folder and our two-tone cardstock. Now I'm going to use the dark side of the garden green. I just think that's going to be more contrast. So I'm going to put that. Oh, this isn't a 3D embossing folder. You silly girl. So we just need platform 1. Let me turn my platform around so you can see what it says. So we need platform 1, one platform 3, then our embossing folder and cardstock, and another platform 3. So when it's not a 3D embossing folder, that's what you need. Wish you could find the magnetic plate. Oh, didn't they have trouble with that, Elizabeth? Goodness me. I think I've only just recently thrown mine out because it was warped and it was just a mess. They had lots of problems with that. Okay, so let's just I find, where did I put it? Did I bring it over here? The 3M tape. Some people use post-it notes. I use this post-it tape, 3M post-it tape. I just Googled it and I got it off Amazon. I don't know. Officeworks didn't sell it when I tried to find it, but I use this and it doesn't tear. It's kind of like washi tape, but I think it's a bit better than washi tape. So that's what I use to secure my dies down when I'm die cutting. Some people just use post-it notes and that works for some people. Doesn't work for me. I must have a problem. But anyway, so let's get all our pieces back in. Okay, let's start that. Let's put our dies back in our little envelope because then I don't lose them. Because I do not want to lose a die. Did I tell you I found a die that I didn't know where it belonged to, and then I worked it out? That was exciting to work out where I'd lost the die from and could put it back in its rightful place. Okay, so that's that. This is our piece of cardstock embossed. So that's a little embossing folder. Okay. And then, what did I do? Where are my little animals? Oh, here they are. They're hiding. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so this is sort of what we're going to be looking at. Let's get... I hope I don't go too long this afternoon. I'll try not to go over time. I do struggle sometimes, don't I? Let me grab my blends. No, let me see a tree in my garden. Ah, that'd be nice. A money tree in the garden. Well, when you find the nursery that you buy that money tree from, can you tell me where that is? Because I'll even do a road trip to find that nursery. So yeah, these are all the dies that come with this cute little set. So you can stamp the turtle 3 different ways, and his arms on these two pop out, so you can stick an ice cream in there, a microphone, the banjo, a birthday cake. He can be carrying a birthday cake. These are his shells. This is a hat. He's got a watering can. He's got a chef's apron and chef's hat. All sorts of things. It's quite cute. It really is quite cute. Okay, so let's pop that there. Just going to turn over my designer series paper and see. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to get one of the turtles out of here and look at the colours on him. This also, is it garden green, granny apple green? I thought it had pretty peacock in it, but maybe I'm making that up. What's the ribbon? Ah, it's shaded spruce. I knew it had another colour in there. Okay, so let's get our little turtle and let's see how they've coloured them. So we've got, that's lemon lime twist, we do not want that. We've got granny apple green. There is no garden green. Horrors. Okay. So did I say shaded spruce? I did, didn't I? Yeah. Shaded spruce. And I think our balloon has to be real red. Okay, let's see how we go with that. You know, Kelly. Okay, I just had some water. And you've got your cuppers. Now, the other thing I like to do is have a scrap of cardstock when I'm doing my blends, so that I can see what they look like. Dark shaded spruce. Okay. I'm going to go around here with the shaded spruce. This one's going to go here. I don't know. I've never owned a turtle. My kids never got into reptiles, thank goodness for that. Because I think I would have had to say no. Okay, I'm going to go around there for his shell. And I'm wondering if I should go light garden green. Granny apple green, I mean. For his little spotsy dotsies. Okay, that's that. It also has in this, I'm just looking, crumb cake, early espresso, green apple, green. It doesn't say it there, but the ribbon's got soft sea foam in it, which I think is such a, it's not my favourite colour at all, but you know what, it might work on him. So let's go with it, and let's make his belly soft sea foam. Hey, let's just work with it. Even though it's not my favourite colour, it might be the colour we need on his belly. And you know, he doesn't have to be perfect. It's light. I'm going to go up here. Oh, it's a lot lighter. So, if you're running classes, whenever you get them to fussy cut or colour in, they go quiet. And that's always good. Sometimes that's not my doggy outside barking, that's the doggy next door. Okay, I'm just thinking, should I make his arms granny apple green? I think I should. His arms and legs, dark granny apple green. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here. Do turtles have fingernails? Because he's got something on his fingers. I don't know what they are. Like he's got, I guess they're fingernails. I don't know. So I'm just doing that side of his arm. Oh, this is the one that's not good. I need a new granny apple green. I hate that when that happens. Okay, and just means you've got to sort of do a bit more extra colouring when your paintbrush tip goes gear. Okay, that's good, I think. Now his legs. See, look on the paper, they've even got his little toenails in white. Can you see that? I didn't know they had toenails. Okay, so let's go all the way over there and then down the left. And across his toenails. I'm not doing white toenails on you, mister. Okay, that's that. Get my light granny apple green. So yeah, the in-colour sale is not just the stamping blends, the ink pads, the re-inkers, the paper, the cardstock. It's anything that's got the 2025, 2027 in colours in them. So card kits, scrapbooking kits, designer series paper. Okay, what I've got to do is little scraggy neck. He needs some cream, some skin cream for his scraggy neck. Maybe he needs to go to, you know, Myers, to the makeup section and get some facial cream. Because he's got quite a lot of wrinkles on his neck there. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe none of us should care. Okay, he's come together quite well, actually, if I do say so myself. I've surprised myself. Look, isn't he cute? I think he's cute, and his little arm pops. Okay, what happened to his... Here it is. Okay, so let's... Yep, we've got some... Is it Real Red or is it Poppy Parade? Let's have a look. It's actually Cherry Cobbler. Oh, I'm not going with Cherry Cobbler. Cherry Cobbler's fraught with danger. I'm going with Real Red. Cherry Cobbler and I have had dealings in the past. Oh, that's Poppy Parade anyway. No, I want Real Red. Yep. Dark, Real Red. That's better. Okay. So I am going to make one side. Oh, look, I think I need a new Real Red as well. For goodness sakes, girlfriends. What's going on? Okay, I'm going to make one side of my balloon. The balloon is a little bit more tricky to colour in when you die cut it, but you know. Okay, let's do that. And let's just hold it here. Now, I am not the best blender, but I seem to fake it till I make it. So I just get the colour on and then I go back and try and fix it up. Okay, then I just do swirls and just blend it all together. And you know what would look good on this? A little bit of Winkostella. Always looks good. There we go. That should do it. And that's why I like to have a scrap of cardstock near me when I'm blending, because I can see if the nib, if it's gone to God. I can tell. I can do a little test run and think, okay, that's gone to God. Can't, that's not going to work. Okay, so we've got our little turtle here. Let's bring in our card and start matting it. Oh, well, no, first of all, we've got to do a little bit of sanding on our two-tone cardstock. So this is I'm sure I got this from Stampin' Up 17 years ago, but I might not have. So, but you can just buy a sanding block in Spotlight or Bunnings. And I'm just taking the top off the two-tone cardstock to show the white core underneath. And it just is a little bit more texture. The two-tone cardstock is more paperweight than cardstock weight, so don't go at it really rough because you will rip and tear it. And also, if you do tear it, you get the white core, so that's something, that is another thing that you can do. So we're going to just mat those together and put them on our card base. Now, I did grab myself a new glue. This is my old one. Now when you, yeah, this is nearly gone. I think I've used that up on the scrapbooking retreat. And all the layouts I've been trying to put together. I think I've used that together with Seal. I've just sort of gone to town. Okay, so that's matted together to the matting piece. Just hold it down a little bit longer because it's a embossing folder. Now I won't put that on my paper, on my base just yet, in case I want to wrap some of this ribbon around. See how this ribbon is shaded spruce on one side with the soft sea foam stitching, and on the other side it's soft sea foam with the shaded spruce stitching. Hi Sheila. Thanks for hopping on. Now let's, I've got my little adhesive mat here. Come on fellow, just hop up. Just do as you're told. Okay, so now our little sketch is as rough as anything, but I think we're going to put the dots there, and we might put the This is sort of the same design as the embossing folder, and then we've got the longer piece of the stripes. So I think that's going to go first. The stripes will go second. And if it's too long, just snip it off. This is just your scraps, remember? Using up scraps. I think that's what we shall do. So let me just open this glue up. Oh, okay. I won't do that on a video though. I just got it back out of my little bin. Okay, so we're going to put the dots down first. So let's do that. Move these out of the way. And I haven't secured it to my card base, so let's get that out of the way so we don't think we're being silly. Okay, now because this isn't a 3D embossing folder, it's not as, it's a bit crooked. It's not as, what am I trying to say? The texture's not as deep, like it's not as deep. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think I've tried. I think I've gotten around it. I'm trying to work it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. With a 3D one, it's more indented, and it's the texture is deeper. But when it's just a standard embossing folder, it's a little bit flatter. Does that make sense? I hope so. Because I had a struggle getting that out. Okay, let's just, so stripes, I'm going to put that here and make sure it's not going to hang off and make sure it's straight. It's a great way to use up your scraps. Use your scraps up. Find sketches that you can play with and use your scraps with. Or just, if they're not scraps, just cut them down. Now this one's going to go down a little bit. And over the top. There we go. Hopefully I got those straight. I think they're straight. Let the glue open. There's, yes, you're quite right, Sarah. There probably is a ton left in there. Let me just stick that upside down somewhere. Oh, look. This is a really good glue holder. The washi tape serves as a glue holder. How exciting is that? Yeah, but then you've got glue everywhere if you do that. That's a bit scary. Okay, so now we've got this one and we've got this one. These are the stylish shape dies, the two circles from the stylish shape dies. Really great. Really great dies to have in your collection. If you don't have a die cutting machine and you've got circle punches, just grab a couple of your circle punches if you're wanting to use the circles. But you don't have to use circles. Look, we use jars here. So, and then I'm just going to place, here he is, look at him looking gorgeous. I know this arm is like this, but the balloon's not going to work in that arm, I don't think. Or should it? You know what, I think I will, because I can. But you can see how this works as the banjo. And you turn it round this way. Where's my sheet? And you've got the neck of the banjo, and you've got this part. So you could cut this, you wouldn't have to stamp it. You could cut this out in black, this in white and put it over there, and this could be black as well, or it could be like a dark brown or pecan pie. And then that goes over the stick. So the neck goes over the stick, and that forms the banjo. It's pretty cute. But I think we might just go like so. Or should we go like so? Alright, you girls can decide, because I'm not very good at this. Which hand should the balloon go in? As we're looking at him, his left hand or his right hand? You tell me. And that's the one that will have it. I think that's sort of going across his body too much. I think it needs to go on this one. But you tell me, and that's the one we will do. I know. How good is that? I wonder if it's got... I wonder if it comes off that thing at the... Yeah, it will. It will come off. It's a really solid cardboard spool. It will come off, and it's a good glue holder. Okay. You thought it was a giant lollipop. Well, it could be. But I think it is actually a balloon, because can you see the little tiny... Oh, that's not going to focus. You know the little tie knot, that little bit? I don't know if that's got a name. Felicity, you go the right. Yeah, I think it looks better in the right, don't you? I think so too. Okay, let's... What do we want to do? I'm going to put this one down flat. Actually, I'm going to put both my circles down flat. And that's just normal garden green cardstock. I'm going to put this circle down flat. It's not two-tone cardstock is what I'm trying to say. And we're going to put him like so. My daughter-in-law. Now that's the first time I've said that. I was going to say my son's fiance, but that's not right anymore. My daughter-in-law messaged me last night and said, can we get some more birthday cards for the gym? Because if you didn't know, my son has multiple jobs, but one of them is he owns and runs the Hunter Health Project in Newcastle, which is a gym. And I normally supply birthday cards. I said, sure. She said, we'll pay you. And I said, no, you won't. So that was my next thing. But I don't know whether a turtle card would be appreciated to you. She did say, could we have some gender neutral ones? I said, sure. Now, let's find the little... See, I'm just wondering if Hooray, I think Hooray's a bit big. It is. I thought it might have been able to fit there, but it can't. That's okay. That's okay. So that will determine where I put this. You know what? I don't think it needs a sentiment on the outside. I think we could get away with just stamping like a happy birthday on the inside. I think. Is that too big for his head? I don't know. And should I pop his little arm up so it's sort of flapping? No, I don't think I should. But that's why his arm flaps, because he can hold things. Because he's a clever little turtle. So I have heaps of female birthday cards, so I don't need to make any of those for them. And I've got a fair few. Looks grey and blue, does it? Let me hold it up. Does he still look grey? This is soft sea foam. So that is a, should I say it? That is a bit of a wishy-washy colour. But it looks quite good on his little tummy. I think it looks okay. Is that looking a bit better? And this was shaded spruce. Yes. And granny apple green. They're the colours we've used. I've pulled the colours from the paper and the ribbon. Okay. So this is going to have a dimensional here. I'm going too long. I'm talking too much. And you know what? I was going to glue dot it underneath, but I'm just going to tuck it underneath his little paw. Is it a paw? I don't know. You know what else I should do? I should put a little small one underneath his paw. He's got a paw now. I don't know if they have paws. But that's what he's got. I'm going to put the paw. I'm going to put it there. Is that tucked away? And then that's it. I'm going to sit the balloon string on the dimensional and I'm going to push his paw down. And did I take the backing off that one? Yep. There we go. His head does look like a thumb. He's not the most attractive looking turtle, I must admit. But he's kind of cute. And you know what? Let's go with it. I'm not sure if I want ribbon. Okay, let's whack it. Oh no, that's right. I didn't want to whack it onto the... I don't think I want ribbon because I don't want to go across. We've gone everything like that. I don't think we need ribbon on this card. I think I'll just get the splendid little gems that go with this one. What can't you unsee, Nicole? That it looks like a thumb. When I got this set, the Australian federal election was big going on. You know how you can get hammered with all the television ads and everything. And I thought this turtle looked like... You better card along with me. Felicity, that's awesome. Look. I thought this turtle looked like Peter Dutton. I have to confess. And so I couldn't use it for a long time because I just couldn't. That's cool. You'll have to how can I get you to post it somewhere? Here we go. These are the... Maybe you could send it to me and I could post it on my Facebook page, but give you the credit, of course. Okay, so these from the Turtle Suite, Shades of Green Hexagons. Look, sketches are just the best thing, I reckon, because it just takes all the guesswork out of everything. Now, let me see. I think, so there's soft sea foam, you know, that wishy-washy colour I'm not keen on. Granny Apple Green. Pool Party and Shaded Spruce. I think, I was going to say, I think Granny Apple Green, but maybe that's too much blah, 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 blah. My daughter's sending me photos. What is she sending me? Uh-oh. I'll have to show you that in a minute. Some sagey content for Grandma is what she's saying. There's a little video. I bought her a little bath toy yesterday when we were out together. So I'll show you those in a minute. I think Granny Apple Green might be a bit too much of that colour. We could go Pool Party or could go Shaded Spruce. Does anybody... You can see the resemblance? I know. It's very... terrifying. Does anybody have a preference? Soft sea foam. Let me bring them up. Soft sea foam. What if I turn this off? I don't think that makes any difference, does it? Soft sea foam, Granny Apple Green, Pool Party, Shaded Spruce. For this card. Let me try and get my bearings. Does anybody think one over the other? Or should I just go with Granny Apple Green? Oh, look, mate. You think soft sea foam, even though I say it's wishy-washy. It probably will look all right. Let's go with it. Okay, Marilyn, let's do it. Now I'm going to put one. I'm going to put one down here. Is that the soft? That's not even the soft sea foam, Denise. Twat. That's soft sea foam. That's Granny. That was Pool Party. Soft sea foam almost looks white. It's really quite a funny little colour. Okay. Come on. Now, where will I put this one? I'll put it here because if I decide to put a banner, a sentiment, I've got space up there. Now, let's see how much Wink of Stella I've got left in this. Never squeeze your Wink of Stella. Pull in the blue for the dotted or granny. Never squeeze your Wink of Stella over your project. See? Exactly why you don't do that. Always do it off to the left or right or just off to the side. Any side will do. I thought this one was M per T and it is not. And now my balloon is very heavy with Wink of Stella. Oh well, it will dry. And I should make use of that on something else, but I don't know what, so I'll just mop it up before I put my card into it. Okay, there we go. So I would think about putting a banner with happy birthday, but there are quite a few. Hope your birthday is totally awesome. Or the hooray. It's always a good one for the birthday. So that is our card for today. This was my little sample card and I went rogue and didn't do circles on the matte piece. On this piece, oh, I don't know if I think I've pushed it down too hard now. Oh, no, maybe not. So on this piece is what you're meaning. Okay, let's try. I think I've pushed... no, that's all right. I'm going to put it here. I might leave that one there because that's there. How about that? That better? They're almost like clear, iridescent. They're quite a funny colour, soft seafoam. And this is the same sketch, but not circles. So, do you want to see my little grandbaby? Let me have a look and see if that works. So here she is. I'll hold this up. Yeah. There she is. In her bath with her little toy that I got her. Oh, let's look.
Sadie, look. What do you reckon?
Oh, we're eating banana here, I think. Maybe? Not sure. Anyway, there you go. That's my little bubba. Alright, let me see if I can come back to me. And I've gone for way too long again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I used to only take half an hour. Now I don't know. Anyway, that's our card for today with the sketch. I don't have the paintedly pairs, Felicity, so that would be awesome. So that's our card, and this is another one. Same sketch. So there you go. Thank you for watching and staying with me for 54 minutes. Oh, sorry. I hope you have a great rest of the week. I believe it's going to go back to rain. So I might take Rosie for a walk now because we didn't get our walk in this morning. So we might go now and before the rain comes back. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you for your online order, Felicity. Much appreciated. Don't forget there's the sales going on and the last chance product list updated. So have a great rest of your week and I will see you next Monday for Makeup Monday. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.